U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham has warned that Russian President Vladimir Putin should consider what might happen if former President Donald Trump's 50-day deadline for ending the war in Ukraine isn't met. Posting on the social media platform X, Graham suggested Putin should call Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, to understand what Day 51 inches could look like. Graham welcomed NATO's recent announcement regarding plans to purchase American-made weapons for Ukraine, calling it good news. He also highlighted Trump's proposed penalties, writing, "Equally important was his statement that if the fighting hasn't ended in 50 days, he would impose up to 100% tariffs on nations purchasing discounted Russian oil, directly targeting the source of funding for Putin's war machine." The senator issued a pointed warning, "If I were a country buying cheap Russian oil and helping bankroll Putin's war, I would take President Trump at his word." He concluded with a provocative jab, "If Putin and others are wondering what happens on Day 51, I would suggest they call the Ayatollah." Trump had earlier stated he would impose secondary tariffs of up to 100% on countries continuing to buy Russian oil if a peace deal with Ukraine is not reached within 50 days. In response, Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, dismissed the statement as a decorative ultimatum, saying Moscow didn't even acknowledge it. Meanwhile, the upcoming delivery of advanced air defense systems to Ukraine is expected to significantly complicate Russia's ongoing missile and drone attacks. Western media have also reported that the U.S. may soon authorize Ukraine to use ATACMS missiles for strikes deep inside Russian territory, a move that could threaten critical military and energy infrastructure across Russia. While some analysts argue that the Russian economy has already withstood the most intense waves of Western sanctions and continues to function thanks to strong ties with China, the prospect of 100% tariffs on oil sales presents a serious challenge for Moscow. Russia's federal budget is still heavily dependent on revenues from energy exports, and any disruption in oil trade would directly impact the Kremlin's ability to sustain a prolonged war effort. This potential financial squeeze could undermine Putin's long-term military ambitions.